For this presentation, I will be presenting mainly the JavaScript for the index page or the landing page, and some of the JavaScript files from the other web page. Here, most of the JavaScript corresponds to the animation about my description about myself in the landing page. The JavaScript is a loop that animates through a list of words. Now, for the JavaScript code, it can be seen from the HTML code that I mainly use libraries from the GSAP for the animations. Now, in the JavaScript file, firstly, it can be seen here that there is this variable that contains an array of words. These words are looped through using a for each function. At line 17, I created a timeline that is from the GSAP library. This timeline is the one that contains the sequence of each of the animation. This timeline corresponds to the animation about my occupation. At line 20, there's actually also another timeline which corresponds to the animation regarding the text. Then, over here, this code corresponds to how I animated each of the elements. And then lastly, for this part, this loop block, it can be seen here how each of the words from the array above are being added to the class in the HTML to animate the typing occupation description shown in the web page. Next, to show how I learned and applied JavaScript, I'd like to mention that all of the 4 web pages had animations inside them in each of their JavaScript files. And for now, I'm also going to further present the JavaScript on another web page, which is the Contact Me web page. Here is what the Contact Me web page looks like. In the code, here we can see a simple animation script whenever this page is opened. And over here, we can see a script that validates the form if whether or not the user inputted some of the fields. Furthermore, when the user clicks the submit button and there are empty fields, an error message appears in here as shown here where the HTML element changes to show an error.